Hello guys, welcome back to another video. We are going to play Tarkov today, and I mean Tarkov. Today we're going to do our woods runs, try to get more march keys. We'll run the same setup as I was running the other day, just so we can maximize our profit here and try to see what we can come out on top with. Now, hopefully we can... Sorry, excuse me. That was my bad. Okay, we need to throw these keys up real quick. These are my go-to keys. Those can just go in there. Got another purple. Okay. Cluckbee, gold star. I'm just gonna throw two of these out here. I'll keep this in a Swalia. A Swalalala. A Swalalala. Alright, task. Exit the locations. Okay, nope. Not touching any of those. Could possibly do. Find a drink. Maybe. Can definitely do that. I've got plenty of those to burn in. Did I already have him to level 2? I'm pretty sure I had this guy to level 2 already, but I could be mistaken. That's one of the... Since the last time I played, that's one of the newer rifles. I haven't seen it yet. Pretty cool. It's kind of neat you get ref in PvE, even though... Oh, no, his prices went back to normal. Okay, so last time I was on here, this stuff was expensive for no reason. Which is kind of crazy. But it looks like he has more to his arsenal, though. Oh, he has a lot more. Ammo cases, med cases, fuel. Okay. And we got some... Oh, I ran out of my insurance. I don't know what was in there. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I don't even know what was in that insurance. Okay, today we're gonna figure out what we can do to profit as much as possible. And I need to bring the proper equipment for max looting, because having this T is not... Throw that in there. Okay. So, how many slots does that take up? That takes up 3, 4, 3, 6, 9. 9. It gives us 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Gives us 16 slots for 9. Okay, well, we'll run that for now and see what we can do. Let me unload this, put those in there. We're not going to do our scav run. We're going to hop right into this 14. I already got all that. So, I'm still trying to figure out things to do for YouTube. Like, first of all, get a better profile pic and get a schedule uploaded for y'all. But for now, I'm going to stick to my Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And maybe stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays some Apex or whatever I play on the Xbox. Because I necessarily don't want to just play PC games. I have friends that... Well, I've got one friend that can play PC games with me, but he doesn't play as many games like this as I do. Like, eventually I'd like to do a 7 Days to Die playthrough. I'm on a Minecraft, a few indie games that I'd like to get into and play again. But, yeah, I'm going to try my best to keep up with the upload schedule, but no promises there. I'm going to try to stick to it. Like for this, technically it'd be released today, but this will be Monday's upload, and then I will have Wednesday's upload done by Monday, so it will be ready to go by Tuesday night. But yeah, but this is the kit we'll be running until we die. Solid guns, both of them. Running some decent ammo. Still rocking this. You know, I know I said last video this was kind of good ammo until I checked after the video that this is honestly kind of dog doo-doo. Not gonna lie. But that's the only ammo I really have for the 57 by 28. But yeah. Let's see what we can get our hands on. I'm feeling somewhat decent today. So hopefully we'll... God, my GPU's trying to commit suicide up there. Damn near 100%. But I plan on putting some upgrades into this PC here soon, hopefully. Oh. Okay. I like when it does that. But hopefully you guys are doing good. And I know my commentary I probably need to work on, especially with situations like this that I can't edit out yet, that I don't know how to. I will be watching a video on that tonight on... I know, that's so cringe. Starting YouTube and not even knowing the basics to start a YouTube channel, but hey, it's a learn as we go situation, okay? Hey, but that's what sets people apart from each YouTuber to the next. But for the most part, I feel like my setup's decent enough that I can do YouTube for a little bit. And eventually there will be a webcam. Just, I don't have the current setup to really have a camera because my setup is in the living room and I do have kids, so it make it hard to keep up with making sure they don't grab it, rip it down. So once I get a better situation for my setup, we will do just faceless, but eventually I will do a faced thing. But that's enough for me. But hopefully we get some marked keys out of these rounds. And I am going to try to max profit, so I will hit lumber up after I hit that key spot up, or any places that I usually would hit up. Like I know where a couple Bitcoin spawn at that medical camp center. I call it medical camp because that's where I get most of my medical supplies when I first start up a new any wipe, really. I usually hit Woods up for a couple raids. Because honestly, that medical place, it's always been generous to me, that's for sure. It's always like giving me decent amount of stuff. And I did up the volume of the mic a little bit because I watched it over the last video and I noticed that it was fairly quiet, but I could also turn down the game volume. Is this gonna let me in? It's saying starting local game, but I think it's like literally trying to commit suicide. Let me make sure I ain't got nothing else running. Close window. No, nothing else is running. Okay. I don't know what's going on here. It's usually not like that. Okay, we're in. Yeah, like I said, I really got to clean this computer up. Alright. Let's see what respawn extraction points. So we are on this... If I'm not mistaken, we spawn right next to the bear camp. Yeah, yep. Hell of a spawn. Honestly, I might loot it. Yeah, because there's the mountain we gotta go to. So it looks like we won't be looting med tent unless oh wait, no. I'm completely wrong. The thing is back that way, but I do know where we're at though. Let's see. Okay, guys, I'm sorry, I'm back. Let's see, let's see. What? I don't even know what that is, but I just found it. Alright, let's see what we got. Let's see. What is this, though? I've never seen that. It's for the duck hunt, so I'm guessing that's one of the new items. At least I think so. I don't know. I could be mistaken. Okay, we got some decent. I can't see. I'm going blind. Oh, I was. Okay. A little sloppy. My opinion. I would not mean to do that. Get that sloppy with that. We'll definitely take that for. Remember, I always try to pick up any food items. M80. I don't. Okay, yep. We are definitely packing some M80. I have general knowledge of Tarkov too, so I'm not an Uzi? Okay, this guy is a tank. That guy is an absolute unit, guys. That guy was an absolute unit. Bro was taking shots like it was me giving him candy, basically. Bro was just... But to be fair, I'm not running the best ammo. Well, I lied. That is pretty good ammo for what I'm running. I did not mean to almost throw those out. Yeah. We'll do some quick looting real quick. A JPC. HP. Okay. My brain is not processing as fast as I need it to for these scenarios. I'm not gonna lie. Approximately 15. I ain't gonna reload that. There ain't no point. I got a crowbar. I don't want to fill up on too much crazy stuff already. Noodles. I'm definitely taking that. I don't even have to look at it. I know that's good ammo. Honestly, I'm not going to worry too much about this. Let's just get to that spot. Oh, I'm tripping. I know where I am, but I don't know where I am at the same time. Okay, I'm missing all those shots. Okay. Okay, so I'm not tripping. Did I just kill that duck by accident? I don't think I was supposed to do that. I'm not gonna lie. Poor duck's dead now. I do not know what happened to Duck. Duck is dead. R.I.P. that duckling. So that must be the Great Hunt. Let me... What is... Location, woods... Where is it? Duck something. Duck Hunt. Okay. Locate and shoot down all the toy ducks in wood. Oh, there's 10 of them on this map. What? About half 9 by 19. M82. That's a little sus. Not gonna lie. Okay, so that's full. That's full. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. 26 minutes on raid. 20. There's no way I've wasted already 10 minutes just fooling around looking for a duck. I'm not gonna lie, I thought I heard another duck. Not gonna lie, I thought I heard another duck. Would have been duck, duck, go. Oh, some snow. Okay, so we can ultimately... UN Roblox Northern New UN block. Okay, so... Where's my... Oh, I see it. I didn't see it there. Did not see it there. My health skill is level 15 or 19. I didn't see that. A lot of shots happening in lumber. Somebody's having a field day over there. I think no. No, is it? Who is? Nope, not Senator. Oh, Sturman. 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 Okay. I played enough Skyrim in my. Okay. It won't let me. It won't let me climb it. IRL, bro, I'm pulling out the pickaxe I have in my inventory, and I'm climbing that, John. This thing's testing my patience. Alright. Now, let's hope the medical boss boy is nowhere near here, because I'd hate to... Well, no, I haven't ran through any trip mines, but... I always forget. You go down and then take an immediate left. Take another right. Past this thick trees right here. Keep an eye on the ground for any tripwires. Oh, I need to buy a flashlight. Okay, so let me that was scary. Don't know what I'm shooting at, but my bullets are not hitting their targets. I need to go back to aim school, brother. Okay, we're gonna use one of these, get the pain effect out, because I do have either a fractured or I don't know why I tried taking a drink mid-sentence, but I either got a split. What is that? Broken? Fracture. Oh, fracture. Alright, let's load up on ammo. We'll take our time looting. Hopefully none of these guys... Because I know AI, even though it doesn't act like it, I swear they've got their own little prison pockets. Because sometimes I'll come down here where I know good loot spawns. And especially when they're down here, stuff's never down here. So I just hoping that wasn't the case. About out of ammo for these. I might buy better ammo for those. Alright. We'll loot the guys. Let's start on our... Honestly. Just because there was somebody in here. Alright. Let's check duffel bag. Honestly, we'll throw this out just because we made it. We'll keep this ammo. And then we'll see what we get profit-wise from this. Nothing. Okay. A CF and some caps. Some kite. Hopefully some... 31. Not crazy. Alright. Decent. Decent. Alright. Let's go loot this locker room, and then we'll start looting their bodies. And then we'll go to the big stuff. A faceless mask. I was gonna say, I know that's lootable. I'm not picking up that. Alright, we'll search these and only these. Like I said, I rarely get anything from these. The only time I won't search filing cabinets because there's usually nothing ever in them. But to be fair, they probably could have looted it. Marquee. I'm calling it. AA batteries. I was bamboozled. Yet again. Okay, let's loot this first guy. See what he had. MK16. He kind of did have a clapped out gun. Okay, so we'll throw these in here. I do need a splint. A G2 gunslinger. Now, is that a laser sight? I do need grenades. We'll throw those up in here. Now, is this a bigger backpack? I wouldn't call that bigger. Okay, fuel. Definitely gonna take. You can never go wrong with some fuel. No, I'm not gonna lie. Hold on. Before... I should have probably popped the ammo out of those before throwing them towards the ground. But... No, you're a tactical laser. Okay, but you are a flashlight. I do know that. I am gonna get some more grenades. Okay, now I can see. Now, where did I... FMJ? What in the meta build are these guns? Oh, my energy's low. I should probably drink that. I'm not gonna lie. Just off visualization, I don't see any keys on this ground, which is depressing to say the least. Really depressing. Unless Buddy Boy has what was on that ground in his inventory. Gotta make sure we... Some more FMJ. I'm gonna throw these in here. Because at the moment, if I have to reload this thing, I won't have space for the ammo. And I'm pretty sure from the last time I played, my grenade stash was running low, so... No. Okay, so... this was a blank marked. That was blank. I don't think there's. I don't even technically have the room for any of this. But I'll grab what I can from this. Oh, and I plan on doing that the black key cards. Either ooh or no. Which I do have high enough I ain't even gonna say it works. I'm gonna butcher it. But let's check this thing out. Fewer than half. We might run this. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, we'll do one more. So we got 13 minutes left on the raid, so we're gonna head towards where there is town that you would spawn at. So we can go the northern UN gate, because I know where that is just by running. Yeah. Just as I expected. So we'll put the SV98 up, and then we'll run with the MK19. Not a gun that I personally use, but it's got a decent setup on it, so we'll give it a whirl. My energy levels are still low. But it could also mean because I am heavy. Dude, I gotta admit though, this is a solid pistol for shooting. It's got the same... It's got a decent TTK kill on it. But I need better ammo, that's for sure. There was our extract. Honestly, I prefer spawning on this side, going to outskirts. Because, dude, this is a pain running all this way. I mean, it ain't like I'm not coming out of it profitable, but it definitely does put a snag in a lot of things. You know what's nice about PvE mode, though? Is sometimes if you're lucky, extractions that are open like this, sometimes the PMC AI will sit right where they can get sniped. And if you're fast enough, you can loot them and get some gear off of them. I always find them like right here in this corner right there. Just unlooted, just ready to go. And I think that's hilarious sometimes. I really do. It's pretty funny. It happens on customs too. When with the green flare extraction on that railroad. 3 USECs, ton of scavs. We are going to need water and energy. I have such a bad habit of knowing that I need water and energy, but still going into the next raid because I forget, because I get sidetracked. But I'm making a mental note of it now that we do need water and stamina before we go into the next raid, or it's going to be miserable. But I think we'll turn that duck hunt thing in. See what else item wise that I will get from that, and I don't know how many days. Actually, it's a main mission. So wait, is it a main mission? Duck hunt. Yeah, it's a main mission. So 364 rubles for that. Custom shoreline factory woods is ground zero interchange reserve and those. So it looks like every map is basically gonna have those. Alright. And then the rest of this stuff, grenade wise, we'll throw those in there. We'll keep 2 on us. Don't know what that is. Honestly, not good ammo, but I'm always running low on some type of ammo, so we'll keep it just. We'll keep that. M80 we'll throw up. That we'll throw up. Not throw up, but you know my drift. Throw that in there. Also throw that in there. Guild chain. Throw down here. We need to go into this. Dog tags, because dog tags are actually kind of useful. Now, I'm just going to sell that outright. There ain't no point. I didn't really get a whole lot of decent stuff. But we'll unload this. Put that there. Throw that there. Okay. We'll bring 64. I usually don't bring 3 grenades, but I'll bring 3 grenades anyways. Throw that in that. Let's go to Mr. Mechanic. Sell that. 11. 12. Not too bad. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Fence, my man. What wonders of the earth do you have? ASL. 3 ASVals. No clapped out AK. Sometimes I'll buy a clapped out AK in here. But I don't see any. MDRs for days. I don't even like 2 clapped out ARs. Nothing too crazy. Decently stacked MP5. No, nothing too crazy this time around. I might have to go on a sell mod. Yeah, we might have to go on a sell montage. Okay, well I can do one more. We'll get one more because we'll see. 18. We'll do 6 o'clock. Ensure all. 51. I do need better armor. I really need to get some better armor. So we're running this, and let's hopefully get something decent. I mean, I did pity patty, so there could have been AI in there before that 3-man squad was in there. Alright. But, yeah, so far. Oh. See, I knew it would happen. See, if I visually don't have a warning sign that says, hey, you need water, I will literally go into raids. Thank God I've been getting in the habit of doing this to make sure, I've got right ammos, enough ammo for everything. But we'll see what we can do. Hopefully, I'll walk out with a marked key. I do have 15 uses. I got a full 10 marked key for reserve for bunker, and then 5 uses left on one key for reserve bunker as well. But honestly, I've used a full 10 key before that. Like I had in this I had 3 of these. I used a full 10, and honestly the profits are not even that good from that marked key. I'm gonna be honest. Use all and use all, and then another use all. That should be okay. Now we go in. Okay. But yeah. But MK19, I'm pretty sure that's what this is called. Oh, MK16, not 19. Okay. I definitely need to get, well, not just that, but I can, oh, that does have, is that 4 or 5? I think that's level 4 armor for the back. Is that? No, it's the front plate. So I probably need to buy some more plates. And I eventually do plan on restarting this because of all the new stuff they added to PvE that you can't get on a saved version of it before 1 point. So, but it's already hard for me to do that because I really want to grind, get all the main quests done, just to see, because I've never, the farthest I am right now is the farthest I've ever been in Tarkov, which I get it's because of PvE mode, but I just want to see like what rewards you get for certain quests, how you do quest, eventually work towards Kappa. That's probably going to take me a year because I don't play this game every day non-stop 12 hours a day, so I play it occasionally just to really, hello? Yeah, like a lot of these I'm like first time doing. Besides these, I've done these before. I just haven't had the time to really hit those 3 up yet. Like I've never had a quest from him, so I'm kind of glad. So I might play through and do it, but I honestly don't see a point in restarting unless I have to restart to get newer items, like newer guns and all that. But for now, I think I'm just going to stay on this. But that's also why there's PvP. I could just switch to PvP and do that. But PvE is kind of like my way of playing this game casual. I know, no such thing as casual Tarkov, but for me it is. Okay, we're going to sit here and cook my GPU. But you never know. You never know. Yeah, because I used to, before 1.0, I used to farm this location unholy amount. And at one point, I did have like 10 to 11 marked keys. 2 for dorms, and the rest were like low end, not very profitable keys. Alright, we got outskirts, and I know exactly where we are. We're by train station, so we need to go this way. But yeah, I did have a lot of marked keys. Used most of them up. But We'll see where this leads me. But I did have fun on Apex today. Wasn't too bad of a session with the boys. You know, I hate that those are never active when you're coming from the side you need to get over here. But when you spawn on this side of the map going that way, it's always ready to go. Makes about as much sense as nothing. Honestly, I probably should put this in my first slot. I don't even know why my character loses water. I'm almost like as high as you can go for stamina and food. All right, let's go see what we can do profit wise. I know I'm holding like the holy grail of key cards, and I'm talking about profits, but I like to mark rooms for like stuff that you won't find out in the open, like thick cases, dock cases, stuff that I usually use for storage. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's right there. Okay. I think. No, I'm mistaken. I always hate coming down the hill for it from this side because I always feel like I always pass it. But yeah, it's down here. Yes, sir. Listen for footsteps real quick. I don't hear anything. Duct tape. P.S. I'm always looking for. I will take that because that is a quest item that I need. A lot of this stuff I don't know what is profit for. Monies. Where did the money? Oh. 75 USD ain't too bad for that. Salt and a cloak B. I'll definitely try to take everything I can from here. Whiskey sells for a decent amount. A ram stick. I'm not going to pick that up because I already know how much that's worth. Since when did the AI... Dude, I'm telling you, I've never had this much issues with AI coming down here before in my life. That's crazy. That's diabolical, brother. Chocolate always good to take. Okay, why did it switch mags back to that? Alright, we'll load everything back up real quick. Because if 2 AI came down here before, and at how early it is in raid, I feel like if I don't get out of here before then, I'm going to have another bunch of AI. Honestly thought it was scavs, because that's the only people that really spawn and come here. But I like how that guy went prone. Honestly thought I'd kill him, dude. Since the scavs before PvE started proning. Oh, dude, I've died so many times to that. And it's not like I'm bad or anything. It's just you know, they either stand still or, you know, bug out in a corner or something. You don't really think like, oh, now they're drop shotting me like this is Call of Duty. Alright, let's see what you all had. Taking dog tags. What ammo are you running? FMJ, that ain't worth picking up. I should have threw a frag grenade in there to get my grenader kills. But I feel like they would have just ran out, I'm gonna be honest. No, is this 5.56 by 45? Ooh, we can get more ammo. Yeah, no. Will not be picking that up. That is like low tier. Honestly, since those sell for a good amount, I will be taking those. Some maps. We'll throw that in the docks case. That sells for a decent amount. A PGW. Another cloak B. Not bad, not bad, not shabby, not shabby. A whole lot of stuff. Not gonna touch that. Not a lot of stuff. I already see something down there on the ground that's worthwhile. Okay. Yep, I saw you. I don't see a whole lot of anything else. Not gonna lie, this is kind of disappointing for this spot because I'm telling you, this spot was my go-to spot for marked keys, and it's not looking like that's the case anymore. I'll take that, but yeah, usually that's my go-to spot for stuff. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little upset with that. Tomorrow before next recording, I'm gonna probably run this about 10 times to see what the new rate for the marked key spawn is here, because if it's anything lower than that, then it's not gonna be worth hitting anymore. Which is sort of upsetting, but I don't control it. But we gotta go to outskirts. We'll extract. And if that's the case, I'll look up some YouTube videos, find where some new locations are for marked key spawns. Because honestly, since PvE came out and I saw that location, I've been hitting that up nonstop. Like I'll do a session where I literally just run woods, hitting that spot up, and then other ones where I will do nothing but quests for the day. But doing that gives me the profit margin to be able to do some higher quests BTR. Where is it? Wow, it just went over the hill. What? Little weird boys are shooting all the way over here. Wait. Bro's wearing a USEC hat, but is not a USEC. Mind explaining, game? That's cursed. Yeah, I do not, bro. ADHD's about half, 30, so about 15-ish. We'll go ahead and give that a reload. Alright, let's get to extraction. And then I'll look at my key cards and see. Tonight I'll go over some YouTube videos to see what key is more profitable. But I should have saved my marked keys because honestly, the time I was using marked keys was when they kind of lowered the spawn rate of a decent amount of stuff in the marked keys rooms. So I wasn't getting as much of the value of the key that I was supposed to get, which honestly is dumb on my part. Because all those key cards I got were from those two dorms marked key room. Literally, out of those 10 uses, I got that many cards. I do find key cards like that occasionally, but not all the time. So I don't try to I don't go hunting for loose cards unless. Okay. What is that aggro distance? If I was playing PvP right now, I would have just got my head taken off. Alright, we'll check this circle. Any profitables? Like I said, I will always check this coat. I found many marked keys in my time off of that. Alright, let's huddle our way over to that extract. Even though I could have stuck around for a little bit longer, but I still gotta upload this yet and get it to YouTube. But it is what it is. It's a learning process. And what is that? Oh, I know where that is. I know what that is. A good spawn for good ammo early game. Like, I'm talking fresh wipe. This place is kind of a dub for decent ammo types. Especially there and right here. There's some right there I just saw. I don't know what type of ammo they are, but this place has always been, and gun parts. I do know that sells for quite a lot. Yeah, I know that sells for a lot. Sometimes decent guns will spawn there too. Alright, let's see what we got. PE, PST, PS. Sometimes you gotta look right here. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, I thought I saw something. But sometimes you can find some M8, A5, one whatever. You know what I meant. M8 ammo right there. It's honestly some decent ammo spawn right there. Sometimes you gotta like check nook and crannies, because sometimes I'll watch. Like I said last video, I have an app that I use on my phone for quest and general item spawns. But sometimes I'll find stuff that's a reoccurring spawn that I don't see on that map sometimes. Sometimes I like to keep it quiet because, like, you know, I hate that because, like, you find something really good and then you post a video about it, and then, which I know it's the good thing to do, you know, give everybody an edge over everybody, but sometimes you kind of, if it's a decent loot spawn, don't give it away right away. At least take some exploit on using it. Because then you're just handicapping yourself, basically. Firing for effect. Yeah, and I hate how they capped the... No, they upped the flea market requirement. It's kind of sad. We might actually throw something in the cult circle for next video. See what we get out of it. Because I actually have a decent amount of stuff I can throw in there. Might throw a Bitcoin. Might not. Because honestly, Bitcoin's not... I'm going to check the price, but Bitcoin's not going for a whole lot right now. Even for therapists. The most I've gotten out of this... 2 of those Bitcoins have actually been in the stash since I started this PvE run. I found them in that medical center on Woods, right up the road from Lumberyard that I keep talking about. I found them in a dead scientist pocket, both of them. And at one point, those were 1.2 million something, and now, like, let me just check the price. Because I know when I got on here to see if anything needed updated, they weren't. Yeah, 500 something. Let me check what he's buying them for. 2 something. Yeah. Not the most profitable thing. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, we'll just throw all this stuff out of here. Everything that I'm going to keep, I'm putting down here. And then the rest of that, I will sell. That, I'll keep that because I use these purple things for the circle. Kobe, how many do I have before I sell that? Med items. Yikes. Okay. Hold up a minute. I actually don't have a whole lot of those. We'll actually sell that too. I actually don't have a whole lot of cloak bees left. That's my main source of what I use for heavy bleeds. I don't really like carrying those because these I can refill. Actually, while I'm here, did I not grab that key? I did grab it. Oh, I do have 2 more cloak bees. Okay, I thought I was tripping. Okay. Traders, we'll go therapist first. Sell all of this. Because most of this, I try to keep up with the market. I know it doesn't sell for a whole lot. Even those don't sell for a whole lot anymore. Those do. Wow. Those don't sell for anything anymore. Nah, I don't think... I think Prepper's the one. No? Who buys that at a decent price? Okay, I thought those were more. fragment. What is that? 163,000. Not my greatest. Yeah, but those Bitcoin. Okay. Oh, wait. Give me the non-fountain raid just in case I do have a quest that requires. And I know from those black key cards that I'm guaranteed, if you do the wall safe, I am guaranteed a Bitcoin each time. So 10 for door, 10 for safe, 10 for door, 10 for safe. Well, slash I have. So 10, but there's right. If I just use 2 key cards for that, that's 20 Bitcoins. Half of that, because 2 I will always use for the door and 2 for the wall safe. And 1 can be split once I get, close to being done with all those. Can be split, so that is 25 in total of Bitcoins that I can get from profit wise. And I don't know any of these other cards, but we'll see what we can do. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Hopefully by next video, honestly, I will be able to, learn how to edit so I don't have to tell you guys. I can just go do it, edit it out. Okay, so we need 5 things. Haven't tried the new purple RAM, but Bitcoin RAM. What else do I have in here that I can throw at this? What's the rarest thing I got? Honestly, nothing. Everything, screw it. We'll do badge, PGW, RAM, Bitcoin, and we'll do, honestly, just because I know it's kind of dog shit, I'm going to throw a March key at it. That will be my 5 items. Files checked failed. What are you talking about? What are you cooking at? And my game just crashed. No. No, it did not. What is going on? I hate when this happens. This is why I need to update my internal space, so I don't have this happen. Hopefully none of that got crippled. We'll cancel out of this while this thing my external hard drive reconnects real quick. Oh, that's so frustrating. Close out of that. Push play. We'll get in and do this hideout real quick. But as you can see, these are most of the games I play. Apex and the finals I usually play on my Xbox. Clover Pit, something I've been playing on. RV Yet. These 2 I play with my friend on PC. Same with Mage Arena. Solid game. Don't really like to play. And then Schedule 1. And then, Repo. Can't forget about this. And these are games I generally play by myself because he won't touch them. But a lot of these games I do plan on playing in the near future and starting a series on them. Which I know all YouTubers have done it. And there's no point in me doing it. But I'm going to do it because it's my passion. But we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. First, we're gonna see what we can give the cultist of Tarkov. Hopefully, we turn a blind profit giving up a marquee like that since my spot's been ruined. But you never know. You never know. Hopefully, we give a marked key. And I have actually turned some key cards into the cultists and got. Honestly, I feel like the rarer the item, it should either replenish that item or give you something damn near what it would cost or what it would cost to sell in the flea market for. What am I doing? I'm blind. Hideout. For some reason, my hideout takes forever to load. I don't know why. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But we'll figure it out. Come on. I know you can do it. You can keep spinning like a circle. See, this is why I want to learn how to edit, because then I can just be like, yeah, guys, let's go to the stash. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, we're here at the stash, But like I said, a lot of this is a big learning curve, for sure. And honestly, it is going to be hard. For now, it's going to be easy, but until I start working again, it will be a little hard. Especially when I do work, it is going to be nearly impossible to record, edit, post, have it out. But eventually, down the road, I'll look back at this moment and be like, all that hard work paid off. But until then, we got to get there first. But first, I think I'm going to age by 12 years if this doesn't hurry up. And I don't know why. I could have wrote a story about how to make loading screens faster by the time this is done. I'm going to be honest. Yeah, I think I'm going to age backwards, actually. I'm going to become an infant. Oh, 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 oh. What are we doing? I could have been Predator on Apex Legends before this would have loaded. Alright. All my items are still here. Marquee, RAM stick, Bitcoin, and badge. Let's see what you give me. How long? 5 hours for that? To what? To what? You're lying to me. Alright. So, next video we'll... Oh, I forgot I had a sausage link in my inventory. So, hopefully my next episode we'll have something decent going. With editing and all that. But like I said, it's learning progress still. Oh, no source to fill from. Yikes. Okay, let's see. Grenade. Honestly, I don't know why I've been collecting grenades. We don't need any medical. I hate that they reduced all medicals down. Gold stars used to be 10. Ibuprofen used to be 12. It's like they touched all the goated stuff. Okay, what are these keys? So now we're yeah. This marked key thing used to be fully full of marked keys at one point. I just have keys and everything, don't I? Amazing. Okay. I always forget to pack that. Alright, guys. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can hear yours truly talk about nonsense for 2 hours of your life. But hey, it is what it is. And if you guys could help me better everything, like give me suggestions on what things I can go through to edit, what settings I can improve for audio, and products that I could buy to help, PC run better, better mic, better headset. If you guys could, I mean, I'll take suggestions on anything. I really don't care at this point. Anything to better myself to give you guys the quality of streaming that you want. And hopefully, I come up with better stuff to talk about because this was kind of boring. But hey, like I said, learning curve. But, anyways, ladies and gents, you have a good night. I will definitely see myself to a good night. And have a good day. Later.